What is good? So now we know whole damn cabinet is stupid. Let's talk about it.
See, the game is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp. So oh yes he is. I mean that boy just the shit. So mess he is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee home down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pinky.
What's good, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. Oh man, this is the Ken Jackson experience. So, yesterday Trump had his fourth or fifth cabinet meeting, and it was televised. And I tried to watch it, but I couldn't get through the whole thing. The lies, the ass kissing, the brown nosing, it's just ridiculous. It's just super ridiculous. Donald Trump's entire cabinet is a bunch of idiots. Through the entire thing, all we saw and heard was, "Oh, Mr. President, you're doing such an amazing job, and the American people thank you for it, and everybody is loving, so much what you're doing for the country," and blah, 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 blah. It was sickening. Sickening. And Marco Rubio, you should be ashamed of your fucking self. I cannot believe the complete 180-degree turnaround you've done. During the campaign, Donald Trump was a traitor. He was a sexual predator. He was a felon that shouldn't even be running, and all these other things you said about him. And now your head is so far up his ass, it's not even funny. Your kids can't be proud of you. Your family has to be disgraced. If they're not, then they're probably just as stupid as your ass is too. Trump don't even like you, bro. And under Trump's immigration policy, you should be going back to Cuba or wherever your family's from. As should Melania and what's his son's name? Barron. All y'all should be deported under the Trump immigration policy that y'all love so much. And it's just so freaking ridiculous that this is what we're dealing with now. I just really, really, really don't understand it. It's sad. It's really sad. We're under a full-scale, 100% dictatorship now. Trump doesn't care about Supreme Court orders or federal judge orders. We got American citizens that have been deported. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. In fact, it's crazy because last night, Congress, the Republican part of Congress, actually voted to allow Trump to deport U.S. citizens. I didn't believe it when I first heard it until I saw the live that Representative Jasmine Crockett put up, and I'm going to let you listen to a bit of what she had to say last night. Check this out.
No. Hey y'all, so I'm jumping on really quickly. First of all, it's too cold in this building. So yes, excuse me. I know I look tacky, but this is my jacket because I'm about to head out for a second to do votes. But I wanted to make sure that I told y'all what just happened. So I've been in oversight forever today, but now we are in our markup and it is in judiciary. And let me tell y'all what they just voted for. I want y'all to take a guess. Okay. y'all probably not gonna guess it because it don't make sense. But if you think of the most ridiculous thing that they could do, okay, I know that that's really hard too because everything that they do is quite ridiculous.
That's a fact. Everything that the Republicans do is totally ridiculous.
But literally, they just voted. They being the other ones, not us, because we were all on the right side of history. They just voted to give Trump the ability, legally, to give him the ability to deport U.S. citizens. That is what they voted for.
Listen, y'all. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think it's going to be up to the military to save this country now. It's just too far gone because there's no legislative power that can turn it around now. There's no judiciary power that can turn it around. Donald Trump and his administration is just running them up. But check out what more they had to say last night.
A bunch of elected U.S. representatives. That is how they voted. Am I telling a lie, Eric, or no?
No, I got my salad here. Mouthful. No, I'm stunned.
I'm not. But I'm glad that you... Oh, okay. Eric been here longer than me, but like...
So what we said was, we even said, you know what? Many of us will not offer any more amendments tonight. We won't vote for the overall bill. But if you agree to this, we'll drop any other amendments. We'll take the win that this would be in the bill, that you would agree U.S. citizens can't be deported. They voted to allow Donald Trump to deport U.S. citizens. And they did it during the week that we learned that a 4-year-old little girl fighting cancer, a U.S. citizen, has been deported. So
a 4-year-old fighting cancer, American citizen, has been deported. And it's crazy because one of Trump's people actually said, well, the mother wanted to take her children with her. Are you fucking kidding me? What mother on planet Earth would want to take her cancer-stricken child away from the place where her child is being treated for a guaranteed deadly disease if not treated? What mother would say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take my child with me? I just don't understand it. I just really don't.
Separated from her U.S. citizen father and her cancer treatment. So, yeah, it's kind of shocking.
Well, he's shocked. Y'all, listen now. I came in with nothing but fools. So he been here longer, so maybe he still has a little bit of shock in his life, but I don't personally.
I'm not shocked anymore.
The fact is, we used to live in a world in which where we saw the news about that baby that got deported, the baby with cancer, because supposedly he the man that's all about the children with cancer, right? Like, that's why he made sure one of his guests was at the State of the Union was a child with cancer. So surely, even though they're cutting cancer funding, but like, it is a U.S. citizen. Like, there honestly isn't even this real thing of like deporting a U.S. citizen. As far as I'm concerned, you randomly kidnapping folk and you throwing them out of the country against their civil rights, against their constitutional rights. And frankly, how would they feel if some other country decided that they were going to just start throwing people randomly in our country? Like, that is absolutely insane. So yes, all I gotta say is y'all need to get these fools out of here. But Deborah is so much nicer about how she says things. She wasn't them real. She's one of them real good, nice lawyers. Okay, listen, I can only imagine how Deborah was in the courtroom, honey. But Deborah also sits on judiciary. So tell us, I mean, what are your thoughts? How do you explain that this is what they decided to do?
They're mean, they're heartless, and they're cruel.
They're beyond mean. They're beyond heartless. Cruelty is in my opinion, a soft way of describing them. They're animals, total savages, Neanderthals. And this is what we got to deal with, people. What are you going to do when they come for you and your family? Because now, apparently, Republican Congress thinks it's okay for anybody. They say anybody can get it now. Anybody.
And they do not care about anybody except themselves. But if you're going to be able to deport U.S. citizens, then they're coming for you.
They're coming for you. That's what we got to deal with now, people. Donald Trump and MAGA and this corrupt. Well, I can't even. The Supreme Court, voted 9-0 last week against Trump on this issue, and that's that's unheard of. To get all 9 justices to agree on something, that is totally unheard of, and it's Trump's hand-picked Supreme Court. But Trump is not caring what the Supreme Court says. He's not giving a damn at all whatsoever. And as far as he's concerned, the Supreme Court is null and void because they won't greenlight everything that he wants to do. Let's hear some more.
Yeah. So again, like all those people that are saying that they have some sort of buyer's remorse about their votes because they never thought that this was going to impact them and that kind of stuff or whatever. Here's the reality. When we go out and make votes, instead of going out and deciding that you're going to vote for the person that is going to be quote unquote perfect, what you need to be doing is looking for somebody that at least has some common decency. Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, I can tell you if it was somebody else that was in office other than him as the president of the United States, maybe we would have had a different result. But they are so afraid. They are afraid to do what is right. Again, I keep trying to tell people, this isn't about partisanship. This is about right versus wrong.
Now, had it been Biden, they would have persecuted Biden. They would have done everything they could to impeach him. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, we're in a constitutional crisis right now. That's real talk. And like I said, I think it's going to be left up to the military to save us now. I don't think midterm elections are going to happen, to tell you the truth. And I definitely don't think 2028 is going to be election at all. This clown is already talking about a third term. There is no third term. Under the Constitution specifically forbids it. But that's what we got to deal with. So anyway, I just wanted to come on real quick and talk about that for a minute. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is the Ken Jackson Experience, and I'll see you next time. Peace.